Hey guys, it's KJ4A, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is episode 1. Okay, I've been jacked for this game for quite a while. I pre-ordered the game. I got some free keys from the devs for giveaways. We'll get into that a little bit later. And there was an NDA on it. Now, I played it for a few hours back when I first got it. I was just waiting for the NDA to be lifted so I could start making videos for it. I'm going to be recording it, and I'm going to be streaming it. Now, Empyrion is a pre-alpha game. It's actually pre-alpha, and when you see some of the graphics and you see some of the things in the game, just know that this is pre-alpha. This is before even what 7 Days to Die is. This is before what Space Engineers is right now. This is pre-alpha, and for a pre-alpha, I think it's pretty well fleshed out so far. And I'm really looking forward to what else they have to do. This game is made by Eleon Game Studios. It's an independent game studio developing Empyrion's Galactic Survival. I'm reading this off their website, by the way. They are professionals of game and/or software development, where the average team member has more than 10 years of industry experience. So this isn't their first rodeo, basically. They like the gameplay offered by recent survival games, as well as the freedom and creativity of games like Minecraft or Space Engineers. They're dropping some names I love, so far so good. Which allow you to design and build objects such as spaceships and bases freely. You cannot buy this just yet. Like I said, this is a closed alpha. If you pre-ordered the game like last month, then you got into this pre-alpha. And I already mentioned that the NDA is just lifted. Alright, so we're going to talk about the giveaway word later on, sometime during the video. And I think we're ready to get started. Basically, this kind of reminds me of Space Engineers, but with planets. They start you off on a planet, and I'm very excited for this. Let's just get started. Let's just do this. There's a bit of story in it, but if you want to go check out the storyline, go to Empyrion Galactic Survival website and check out the story. I skimmed through it. I'm not a big story guy, so we're gonna name it Season 1. Mode will be Survival. We don't want creative. There's only one starting location. This is a desert planet, Omicron. Not sure. It's a desert planet with mountain ranges, lakes, plains, and rugged terrain. The atmosphere is relatively thin and non-breathable. That's important. However, oxygen can be generated from the water of the lakes. The average temperature is 32 degrees Celsius. I'm not a big Celsius guy. It sounds a little warm, but not ridiculously warm. So, the gravity is 9.8 ms2, whatever the heck that means. Let's start the game. There's a good amount of gravity on the planet, but I think it's a little bit less than Earth. It feels like when I'm running around, it's a little bit less than Earth. So I'm really excited about this game. This is going to be a lengthy Let's Play. Basically what happened is we were jumping through light speed or something for some reason. Again, there's a storyline that I don't care about. But we were jumping through light speed, and we ended up coming out of light speed early, crashing on this planet. This is not our ship. This is actually an escape pod. There is a ship over there that we will be exploring eventually. That's not our ship either, though. That's been here for years. We'll explore that later. Alright, so here's our ship. You walk up to it, you press T to get in. Alright, so right here, kind of like Space Engineers, you look on the bottom right-hand side, escape pod, power's off, it has power left, docked, distance to orbit, and gravity. Bottom left-hand side, you can see health, food, oxygen, stamina. You also have a jetpack. We will get into that later. Top right-hand side, it has a day-night cycle, and 39 degrees Celsius again. Sounds a little warm. Alright, so when you're in the ship, you can turn it on by pressing Y. And right there, power usage is 4, power left is 0. There's no power in the ship. So let's get out. I don't like T, getting in and out of the ship, but I also don't like remapping keys in a game, so I'm going to try not to. Okay, so we got an oxygen tank here. There's a lot of little things on this ship. We got an oxygen tank. We've got a fuel tank. We've got an oxygen station. Over here, we've got discovered new resources. We'll get into that in a minute. We've got cargo boxes right there. If we come around back, we've got some more cargo boxes up there. And if you look right up there, that is a constructor. That's what you're going to use to make things. Okay, so first things first, I find that the most important thing here is oxygen. But in order to get oxygen, we have to get some fuel going. So let's look at our things right here. We got 5 fuel packs. If you left click mouse, it sticks it to your mouse. If you shift left click, it puts it into your inventory. So we're going to take the portable light, we're going to take the oxygen bottles, we're going to take the oxygen generator, and these are fuel packs. Let's see what we got in here. T. All right, so we got a flashlight. We've got a pistol. We already have a pistol on us, so I'm not sure why they gave us a second pistol. These are rounds for the pistol. These are drill charges. We have a pistol and a drill. This is how you drill stuff, basically. So we're gonna take the drill charges because the drill does have, you know, charges on it. It's kind of like a gun, but it drills. We're also going to take some small med kits, antidote pills in case we get poisoned, and emergency rations. We're going to drag the emergency rations on number 9. We will put the pills there. We'll put the med pack there. And we'll put the flashlight there. That's pretty good. Okay, so we need to power this bad boy up. So let's go ahead and I keep pressing E. I wonder if I can remap it. Let me take a look really quick. Controls. By the way, I turned off the music. Volume's around half. And let's look at the controls. I don't see anything for E. E is to rotate stuff, but that's when you're putting down blocks. So we can probably change that T function to E. Use or open E. Okay. There we go. All right, yeah, I don't think that'll be a problem. So, okay, so we're going to need oxygen. We've got oxygen bottles. You basically put those in the... You put those in these. This is the oxygen tank. Put the oxygen bottles in the oxygen tank. You can only put one in each. All right, you can't stack stuff in these containers, which is pretty interesting. And then if you walk up to that thing, it'll refill your oxygen. We're not going to do it right now, though. This right here is the fuel tank. Again, it's really kind of interesting because of the way stuff does not stack. This is how you have to put stuff in the fuel tank. So, by the way, use the first one. That's why it's not there anymore. There we go. So there we go. Our ship is now... should have power. Let's get in. Yep, ship has power. You see all the little gauges are lit up. We have enough power for 68 minutes, so that's great. Let's come on over here, and what we're going to do now is we are going to take... How do I open my inventory? It's I. Good guess. Oxygen generator. The oxygen generator, you have to put in a water source. And, by the way, this is not a procedurally generated map. This is the same map all the time. So we know there's a water source over here. There will be procedurally generated maps. Fret not. This is pre-alpha, guys. Pre-alpha. As gamers, we don't usually get a chance to play a pre-alpha game, but on this one we do. So that's pretty cool. Got some wildlife here. These guys are non-aggro. I don't even know if there's any aggro. Oh, yeah, there is some aggro guys during the day. But at night is when you get more aggro guys. So... I'm going to come on over here. They say you want to put this thing as deep underwater as you can. I'm not going to... Oh, that's good right there. I'm good with that. How do we rotate it? Okay, I got the rotations. It's insert, home, page up, page down, end, and delete. It's just like those 6 keys. That really matters. And the rotation is going to take a little bit to get used to. So that's pretty cool. I like it there. All right, so now you can access it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some fuel packs in here. We'll put our last 2 fuel packs. And right here, operation time will be 48 minutes. The next bottle will be in 115 seconds. Status is on. O2 resource quality is 80%. That is nice. Let's go back to the base. We've got quite a bit of resources for the starting part of the game. These 4 emergency rations are actually quite a bit of food, so that's good for food. We're good for that. We're going to start building our base. We could use some more fuel. Let me show you how to craft some fuel packages. What are they called? Fuel things. It's weird. I kind of feel like you should have to put some metal into the fuel crafting thing. Here, I'll show you what I mean. All right, so we're going to go into the constructor, and right here before we go in there, let's go into these extra cargo bins and grab all this stuff. These are all our ingots, magnesium powder, promethium pellets, and raw materials. And what's in the other one? Plants. That's all stuff to grow plants. We're not going to mess with that right now. Okay, so here we go. So in order to craft anything, your stuff has to be in the inventory screen. I wonder where it goes if I shift-click. It goes on my hotbar. Okay. That's not what I want. We need to put them down here. There's some things about this crafting system I would like them to change, but by the way, I just turned it off. Just remember that. There's something about this crafting system I would like them to change, but again, pre-alpha, this stuff is going to change in a big way, so I'm not really concerned about it. Okay, so right here, fuel pack. You see how there's like metal around it and even some plastic in it? All it takes to make a fuel pack is promethium pellets. I think it should take some plastic and some metal for the casing of the fuel pack. And maybe if a fuel pack is used up, you get the casing back. That would be cool for more fuel packs. But only needing 10 Promethean bullets, or 10 Promethean pellets, I would like to see some more things needed in there. Again, pre-alpha, I'm sure you will need more to craft that eventually. But all you need is Promethean pellets, and we got them right here. So if you want to craft something, you just press it once. If you want to get rid of it, see, here's the thing. If you want to get rid of something, this has to be off. If you craft it once, you can't get rid of it. You have to turn it off and then get rid of it. So if you want to craft 10 things, you hold down shift and click once, and that will be good. We will make 10 of those. That will continue to craft while I'm not here. But I think I'm going to want to craft some other stuff as well. All right, right here we have templates for all our weapons and ammo and stuff like that. Right here we have a template for building blocks. Okay. And right here we have a template for components. This is like if you get like iron ore, it'll turn into iron ingots, basically. And you also have some other components that are needed for devices. And if you look at devices, it'll tell you what you need for them. Like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, we wanted to make a cargo box. You look on the right-hand side, it needs metal plates and control devices. This can get a little confusing, though. Like, if we want to make, like, a large constructor, look at all that stuff we need. And we have to remember that. Like, you have to go into the other thing. There's no way to keep that on the screen. And I would like it to where if you choose to make the large constructor, it just makes everything you need for the large constructor first. The computer, the control devices. By the way, every time this is done, this goes away, which is also something I can't wait for them to stop. Okay, so you need computer, control devices, electronics. It'd be nice if we need to craft this. It will just automatically craft all those things first. Again, pre-alpha. I'm sure that's in the plans. Okay, so what do we want to make here? We need a base. So what we're going to do is we're going to make these hull blocks. We need metal plates for that. So let's come over here and take a look at metal. That would be under this. And we're going to need metal plates. That's the metal plates. So we're going to need about, let's just make about 100 of these. We're going to need a lot of metal plates. And while that's doing its thing, we are going to walk away because that will take forever. We're going to go get that iron deposit, I think. Basically, we got Prometheum deposit over there, which is what we need for the pellets, which is what we need for our fuel source. And we've got iron. I'm going to go get the iron deposit. Now you can hold down shift to sprint. As you sprint, your stamina goes down. I believe you can up that stamina with water. I've discovered a new resource, copper deposit. As you walk around, there must be something built into your suit that, whoa, easy there, Chief. There must be something built into your suit that like detects these resources. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so you'll see more resources off in the distance as you play. So we're just going to take out our little drill right here. This thing looks like a badass laser weapon, does it? Get off my iron, bro! Yeah. Keep walking. Move along. Move along. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing. Alright, ammo, drill charge, info, left mouse button equals drill, shift, left mouse button equals flatten, right mouse button remove block. The remove block thing is if you craft something and you want to break it down. That's what that's for. And then you got magazine capacity, mass, range, and reload time. Okay, so let's just go. I've learned while playing this game not to dig straight down. I kind of dig like around, and that way it's a little bit easier to get out of holes. Alright, so you're not gathering this stuff automatically either. It's just like Space Engineers. You got all this kind of debris everywhere. So we're just going to pick all this stuff up. I'm not sure how many of these rocks can be on the floor or how long they can be on the floor before they disappear. So, you know, leave them there as long as you feel comfortable, but I wouldn't leave them there for too long. So let's just get some more iron. I'm assuming we're going to need a lot. Now, I don't know a lot about this game, guys. I have started the game. I've built a base. I've explored the planet, and I've built a hovercraft, and that's the end of my knowledge. I tried to build a spaceship, and it didn't work right. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. And if any of you guys have any tips, feel free to give me some. But there's very little information on YouTube because this game just got lifted out of NDA, and it's not like, I don't think it's a super popular, like, well-known game. So I don't think a ton of people are playing it. But now that it's on YouTube and it's gonna be on Twitch, I'm assuming it's gonna get more popular because, God, it's just, this game It's in pre-alpha. All right, we never know what we're gonna get with developers. I don't know these guys. I've never, talked to them before. They've been really cool with me as far as like press kit stuff, and they've been really nice, and they've been working on the game. This game has huge potential. I mean, this game is primed to just be huge. Space Engineers is an awesome game. I love Space Engineers. I love everything they've done with that game, but they still don't have planets. They just somewhat recently got oxygen in there, and this game starts you off on a planet, which I really like. I really like the way this game starts you off on a planet. And I'm sorry if this is a little loud. I should probably stop this now. All right. If that continues to be louder, if it's too loud, let me know in the comments, and I can turn down the volume a little bit more. It's kind of like using the auger in 7 Days to Die. Feels like. All right, we just got a lot of iron. That's a lot of iron. Well, I don't know if that's a lot of iron. It seems like a lot of iron. It's the most iron I've ever gotten. Again, I didn't play this game super long. I played it for like a few hours. But I couldn't figure out how to I couldn't figure out how to build a ship to get me. You can build a ship and go into orbit around this planet, and there is a moon. I'm not sure if that's the moon, but there is a moon on around this planet, and you can go to it. You can't go everywhere on this planet. There are parts of the planet gated. If you hit the map right here, you can kind of see the planet. There will be walls to keep you from going everywhere, but eventually this planet, I'm assuming you'll be able to go everywhere. Those are my ores, by the way. Again, alpha, but I'm so excited. So excited. I hope this sells well for them so they can maybe put some more resources into it, because I'm really jacked about this game. Alright, so we're going to come back to our ship. It is turning nighttime. Alright. Alright, so here we are at our ship. Alright, so we're going to come on over here to the constructor. All our stuff is made, so we're going to put all this iron ore in here and just leave it there for now. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come on over here and we're going to make some hull blocks. We'll make 50 of these. And then when those hull blocks are done, we will come over to components and we'll make iron ingots. It takes 5 iron ore per ingot, I guess. I'm not going to do math. I'll just put a bunch up there. If you put too much up there and it gets to like I don't think I can make 180. I know I can't make 180 ingots. But when it's done using all the iron, it'll just stop crafting, so you haven't really lost anything. I don't know where I want to make my base. A lot of people make their base on the water. It makes sense because that's where your oxygen is. When I played, I made my base right here. I think I'll make my base on the water. Ooh, what is this? Eggs? Okay, so I just picked up some eggs. This is new to me. No food, negative health, and it has perish time. It will perish. Yes, they actually, food in this game does perish. Like right off the bat. Right off the bat, man. You need, right off the bat, man. Right off the bat, man. Anyway, yeah, you not only have to eat in this game, but right off the bat, your food will go bad. That's awesome. I love that. That's survival. That's survival. We get that in Ark, and I think we're going to get it in 7 Days to Die relatively soon. Did I drop that? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, well, let's come on over here and build our base. I think I will put down a light source over here as well. This floodlight thing isn't as good as you might think either, but I'll put it down just to use it because, reasons. There will be some bad guys around here. I haven't seen them yet, but they used to be dinosaurs, and then I read that they changed them from dinosaurs to like different looking things. The dinosaurs were always just like a stand-in. All right, so let's go ahead and put this light down. 5. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's move this around. It's pretty good. I'm getting a little nervous. Okay, whatever. Building a base is a little weird, so I'm just going to show you how to do right now. You press escape, and you come up here to create base, and there you go. All right, so here's the base. Oh, I never showed you the jetpack. Okay, so check it out, jetpack. What is it, J? Turn the jetpack on. Once the jetpack's on, you can no longer sprint, so you're actually quite a bit slower. But if you hold down the jump key, you've got a jetpack, and you can take fall damage, so be careful. I'm gonna turn that off though. I think that's the things that... No, those don't look like the things that attack. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the main part of your base, I believe. This is the core. It's player faction. That's a PvP thing, but I think if that gets destroyed, your base is pretty messed up at that point. It used all 25 of those blocks, and this thing did not use 25 blocks. That's weird. It only used 9 blocks, but it took all 25 of my blocks. Huh. I don't like that. Okay, so there's the beginning of our base. We got our... Check this out. We got our oxygen generator here. We got 5 more tanks of oxygen. So oxygen is fine. We've got a base. We now have to worry about health and food. So, actually, we've got quite a bit of food because we could just live off these emergency rations, but we're going to have to start worrying about food, and we're going to have to extend our base. I'm actually going to call this one here, though. This is a pretty good time to call it since it's dark out. I hope you guys are excited about this game. You're going to be seeing a lot of videos on my channel. Unless I run out of content. Like I said, this is a pre-alpha, and they will be adding content, but I could theoretically run out of content, but I don't think so. I don't think this is going to be a... I don't think that's going to happen in this game. So, that's going to be it for episode 1. We'll see you next time for episode 2. Till then, take it easy.